world and everybody in the Google group. Today I am going to be doing a catch-up video for days 22, 23, 24 and 25. So I will start with 22, War Story Day. Share an awesome war story from a miniatures game or role-playing game. That time you killed Abaddon with a grot, for example. Because I have not played many games of Warhammer, and I also have never played a role-playing game, unfortunately, as much as I desire to do so. I have nobody to play with, but I have a game in the works which hopefully some people in the group will be interested in playing, and then I will have some stories to share. Instead I'll do the tertiary objective. Because this is usually the week where we lose the most challenge participants, your objective this week is to encourage someone who's fallen off the wagon to get back on the brushes. So I actually have a few people to talk about because I've noticed that they haven't been posting. And I just wanted to reach out to them and say, you know, it's okay if you haven't posted. Just continue from the day you start back up again, and finish with us. Even if it's, you know, a photo post at the end or a wrap-up video at the end, still try and post so that we know that you're still in the challenge and we still want you to finish, or I certainly do, and I'm sure that others would as well. So those people are, first one is Joseph Burton, who posted his last video on the 10th of May. I know he had a lot of schoolwork going on at the time, and I hope that that's not dragging him down too much. So Joseph Burton, if you're out there, let us know how you've been going. I'm sure that you must be doing some hobbying, so just send us a photo, let us know where you're up to, or a quick video update, and continue on with the challenge with us. Let's all finish together. Like I was saying to Jam Jar and Joshua the other day, let's finish together, all of us. So the next one is Tej, who only did 3 videos in the beginning. Oh Wise Owl, who may have been taking a break because he's been pretty consistent with putting up his videos, but the last one was on the 16th of May. Patrick Gormand, or Copperfrog, which last one was the 21st of May, so I'm sure that he's still with us, but I haven't heard anything from him. So Carson Bell, who was a new participant, I think, and the last post he did was on the 12th of May. War Painter withdrew, so I just want to reach out to him and say I'm sorry. I hope your wife is doing well, and he had a lot of stuff going on, so hope all is well for you. Matthew Day, who was the last post on the 17th, but he has put up some more, and he's not pulled out or anything. He's just having computer problems, so he's all good. Smack Talk Yo, who only updated 8 videos and was feeling quite overwhelmed with the amount of videos and things that were going on, and he has said before that he's not finished a challenge, but you can still do it. There's still time to finish. So I know that this probably won't get to you all until I upload all my videos on the 31st. So what I'm going to do is post a post in the Google group so that you all can hear my encouragement to those people who I haven't seen in a while. Oh, the other one is Natloaf, who I've also noticed hasn't been posting any photographs. She was doing some photo posts, so I haven't noticed any of those. So I will post on the Google group, and you'll see that before you see this video. So the next question is a That Guy story. You know him, you love him or hate him, blah 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 blah. It's a long one. I don't have a That Guy story because, as you guys know by now, I haven't played many Warhammer games, and I actually have one small hobby shop in my town, and it's called Taupo Hobby, I think. And there's 2 really great guys that work there. Steve is the owner, and he's fantastic. He's always really helpful, and he's not really into the Warhammer side of things, so he doesn't really know a lot about it, but He's always extremely helpful and will order in anything I need, and always is very accommodating at the store, and I always support him because he's a great guy. And the other guy that works there on the weekends is Andy, and he's also extremely helpful, very friendly, and always willing to help. So they're the two really great guys that are at my hobby shop, and if I can find them online, I will link a post. I don't think anybody is going to go there because I think I'm the only person in New Zealand who's in the group. But anyway, you can go and have a look. They're very small. They don't have a lot of Warhammer stuff. I have to order all my things in. But that's okay. All good. So moving on to the 24th question, which was, what was your favourite book when you were growing up and why? Well, I read a lot of books. My parents read a lot of books to me when I was younger, and then I continued to read a lot of books as I was growing up. So honestly, I couldn't remember a really good book from my childhood. However, when I got a bit older and I moved to New Zealand, my grandmother actually bought me a book, which is actually a series of books, but it's all in one, like an omnibus. She bought that for me when I left South Africa, and that's A Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, and that's all the books involved in that series by Douglas Adams. And I absolutely love that book. It's so funny. I love his sense of humour. I think he's a fantastic writer. I enjoyed the books immensely, and I've read it over and over and over again. So if you haven't read that and you like sci-fi and you like a bit of humour and you like a bit of aliens and all kinds of things, go and take a look at that. It's a fantastic book, really easy reading and really interesting and funny. I know that Mortis Causa may have read it too from some posts that we have been having a chuckle about, but there's also a movie as well, I think, but obviously it's definitely not as good as the books. It's silly compared to the books, so go and have a look at that. If you haven't read it, please do. It's fantastic. Any other books by Douglas Adams too, a brilliant writer, really funny, always laughing when I'm reading his books. Unfortunately, he's dead now, passed away a few years ago now. But fantastic writer, check him out. So the last question for today is, if you could vacation for a week anywhere in the world, where would it be? Honestly, I would, if I could take my wife, Natalie, I would go back to my home of South Africa for a week and show her around. Take her to meet my grandmother and my uncle and some old friends, and I would take her to see all the fantastic and beautiful country that South Africa has to offer. We would go to the game preserves, Kruger National Park, we would go to Shlishlui, we would go to Simunye, we would go to all those amazing places. If you don't know those, they are fantastic game reserves and just amazing. You can't get anywhere better than South Africa, really. It's the mother country, and you can tell when you go there that it's just so ancient and beautiful, and I miss it a lot. I love living in New Zealand, don't get me wrong, it's safe and beautiful, but I am always going to be an African at heart. It's just, the country really steals your soul when you've been there or lived there. It's just home forever. So that is that for my catch up, and so I will do another video for the next up to date, which will be the 26th. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.